Hello and welcome to another episode of Meteor Cast podcast. It's me, Leo, and with me today we got Mats, and we got a special guest today, our first guest ever, Alex.
Hello.
Yes, and Mats can also maybe say
Yeah,
something.
I'm here
Yeah.
as well. As the one that when you introduced us both.
Yes. Exactly. So today is gonna be something special. We completed Final Fantasy 1, so uh, I'm thinking that I was gonna take and review the game while we play something else, and the idea is for us to challenge, to head on to the thing called Palace of the Dead in Final Fantasy 14. So, so yeah, that's the plan today, and as you can see, uh, exactly, we got our Lalafell hung well. That's Alex. I'm Lore, and then we got
Chocobo ass.
and then wait, what's his name? Use Fushi. Oh, okay, I've read entirely something different. And then and Mats is Lalel.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna head off to the Palace of the Dead, and we have tried it out before, but we have never actually completed the main 50 levels that you have to do in order to it being considered completed, more or less. I think we reached maybe level
31, it said for me.
It was the last time we played, so
Yeah.
yeah.
31.
So we gotten somewhere in that, but we haven't really, quote unquote, completed this content in Final Fantasy 14, and I thought, why not make like a series of it? There's like 200 levels to go through. We are 3 people. It's you can complete this dungeon solo if you're really dedicated. But the thing is that things that are beyond things that are beyond floor 100 are extremely difficult. And if the group dies, you have to start over from floor 50 and try to get up again.
Yeah. So it's more like we are trying, not hoping to complete it.
Yeah, we're gonna try it out and see how far we get, and depending on the situation, we might also we'll see how far we get and see what we will try out. Maybe if we get someone else who wants to join, there's a dude who's Martinus Maximus. That's a cool dude.
Random invite in the
Yes.
stream.
But yeah, let's get on with it. So we're gonna go and talk with this dude right here, and he's gonna enter us into the Palace of the Dead. Enter with fixed party. And here we go. So in this kind of dungeon, this is like a randomized dungeon that you
Yeah, roguelike dungeon.
that you try to you start from level 1 and then you level up and all that. So it doesn't matter what kind of gear we have, as long as we look cool, I think. But
I tried to look.
I try to look decent. So all there is to this dungeon is just kill enemies and move on to explore the floors and try to get to the next floor, more or less. So the structure, and yeah, we level up really fast in this also, but it's not our actual levels. It's like in the dungeon level.
Temporary.
Yeah. But anyway, so because of this having kind of a simple brain dead, mind dead tactics in this, we don't really have to. Oh damn!
Ow.
Oh yeah, and there are traps also, which can be quite annoying.
I can't do anything before that disappears.
Just out attack it.
Oh yeah, I can do that. At least.
But yeah, that's it. And while we are doing this, I'm gonna tell my review of Final Fantasy 1 because I'm the one who played it from start to finish on our previous journey. So let's start off. Okay, so I made like a list of things I want to talk about, and I ranked like special. I like added some like certain categories, and then I ranked the categories. I've taken all the ranking from all the categories, and then I put an overall rank on the game. Or
Okay.
overall ratings. What do you want to hear first? Do we first want to know the overall rating, like the finishing, like the finished
Like
rating?
no, you can just take it as you have, like as you go. Like you can hear the finished rating at the end, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be more interesting. So let's start with the most obvious one. It's the story. So the way I categorize the story is it's not only about the plot of the game, because it's also about like the world itself. How does the world feel like, or all that kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna rank it or only according to the story itself, because the story itself I would probably put it at a 4 or something, because it's not that special. And I'm a frog. This is fun. So, according to like disclaimer before anyone starts to shout bad stuff because of my opinions, all of these ratings are according to what I think, and what I think is like, I can do this, can I? Yeah.
Boo! Your opinions doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Not really though, but
but everything I say is take it with a grain of salt, because that's just what I think, or that's just how that's my thoughts about the game. And if you disagree with it, that I'm all for it. Like, tell me why you think are the opposite or not. Maybe you are agreeing with me, and that's great. Maybe that's great. It's just a way of saying like, this is what I think, and if anyone has to complain about it, complain by all means. That's your opinion. No matter what you say, it's not gonna change my opinion. That's why opinions are kind of like not that special in any ways, or they are special because they are your opinions, and they're and so on. I'm not gonna stop rambling about it. I just wanted to clarify that no matter what I think, it shouldn't change what you think about the game. Like that's totally up to you. And I went through a trap again. Oh well. So anyway, wait, reveal the current. Okay, there was some.
Okay.
So yeah, the story. What I think about it is that what I really liked about the story is the setting of the world. I really liked the fantasy world in itself, because it's Final Fantasy, and you could really feel like the feeling of the world really had like a meaning to it in some kind of aspects, because there were people that you could talk to. All of them had their like, each location had their like story behind it, even though it didn't get told in a special way. It was just like behind the scenes.
Sweet, I got an AoE now.
Yeah. So the thing about the world and the setting, I think was the strongest point of the story aspects of this game. And the thing that like I told you, I probably mentioned this before, is that the story. God damn it! I almost become the frog.
you are the frog. No.
I am the
You
frog.
were the chosen frog.
God damn it. But anyway, the story is, I think, is not really that special. It's like, it's kind of generic story, in my opinion. And that's understandable because of the story is not really that. I should probably put myself offline in Discord, or not Discord, in Steam, because pop-ups.
I'm also gonna mute my phone.
Yeah, mute your phones. I should also probably do that. We should have done that before the stream, just in case.
All them notifications.
Plus, I need to put my mouse on charging. There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, so about the overall story, it's kind of generic, and that's kind of understandable because it's a it's the first Final Fantasy game, and back in the days when it was made, you really didn't have the space to make a story out of it. So
Yeah, and it was made on the NES, so
exactly. So it's kind of understandable that the story wasn't that special, but it's still, I should, like, there are NES games that actually have kind of good stories in them still. So we should still try to like. So I'm still having it like in the review because I still think it's kind of it's kind of still relatable. Even back in the days, also it should have been relatable also. But
Yeah.
But yeah. So what is this? Deal of Coffer. Oh, well, I waste that one, so we get another one. Here we go.
Oh, you're going here.
So yeah, the story I think is not that special, and so that's kind of like, for me it's kind of like an average story, so it doesn't really. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the story itself. But when it comes to the setting, it's like I like I told while we did play the game, I really like worlds where they have like flying cities or flying castles and all those kind of stuff. So I really like those kind of game, and that kind of increased my score for the story a little bit.
Oh, good, thanks. That's no.
Nice. So the overall rating for the story to me in Final Fantasy 1 is 6 out of 10. It's above average.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's above average. It's not like a 5 is like an average score. It's like it's not good, but it's not bad. But I think because of the setting of the world, I really like the characters that exist in the world, and all that kind of stuff. So that really like pushed it up to 6 in my opinion. So
but did you feel like it was a lot of the inspiration came from Dungeons and Dragons? Did you feel that in the story?
yeah, no, that's the thing. Like that's the thing that I actually like about that. Even though it was inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, it didn't really feel like that to me. But I don't know, it's because right now I'm reviewing the like PSP version of the game.
Yeah.
And of course the PSP version is different from the version that is the original version in NES. So but
The shield toss.
yeah, you can toss your shield.
I can find it. I don't.
But yeah, so I think that's positive because even though it, like you said, it's inspired by D&D and all and other role-playing stuff, I really feel like it. It really felt like it was some kind of like original setting, an original world. And it really shows how different, because back in the days, goddamn, ooh.
That's not good.
Oh,
So back in the day, oh, we got a cursed horde. Nice. So back in the days when games were being experimented, or not experimented, but no one really knew what was like the correct way. I think it's really charming to see how different the Japanese RPGs are from the Western Japanese, or the Japanese RPGs from the Western RPGs. Like we see a lot of differences from those games, while they still have some kind of similarities, because Japan was kind of not maybe isolated, but they didn't really have that good of a. They didn't really have that much. They didn't look up that much about like Western RPG genre.
and culture and all that.
Yeah, so they got spread out, and that's why we have such different RPG elements, like how we have turn-based on for the Japanese RPGs mostly have these turn-based systems, while in the Western we have more of this like combat or whatever they have, more or less. Oh, there's a lot of enemies here. So I think that's kind of cool that there is a difference between both of them.
Hey, look, I'm tanking.
Yeah, it's that easy. That's all you have to do.
I'm just spinning.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Spin to the for win.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the story. So, moving on, we got gameplay. So there are 6 categories, and gameplay is the second category. And in gameplay, there's everything from mechanics to anything that's related to the gameplay, more or less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you get the hang of it. It's like anything that's technical about the game, more or less. So when it comes to the overall gameplay, I really think that it's a really good. What the hell? The hornet
It's a
spawned.
spawn.
Palace hornet. Oh no. Okay. So the overall feel of the gameplay, I think it feels really nice. It has a good flow. It really grabs you. The gameplay really grabs you. It's like I was kind of hooked on the game. It hooked me really quickly. Let's see. Do we have the treasure? Increase the chance of enemies on the core floor with drop treasure.
Now I got shield lob.
Oh, did you have to wait a couple of levels?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
it was level 15.
Oh, we are 16 already. Fuck. But yeah, the overall feel is...
For freaking.
Oh damn, we are finding these treasures, these hidden treasures, without even trying. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Phoenix down.
Yeah, that's an item.
Now I got another one of those.
You can rest one of us if you're not in combat.
Oh, that's what it does.
Yeah.
Isn't that why we have a white mage? Oh god
I'm
damn
only
it!
here to resurrect.
Oh, you become a frog.
It's second time.
Well, it was at least it wasn't me this time.
Now we're even.
But yeah, so the overall feel of the flow of the game is really nice. It really, like, I'm just repeating myself at this point about it. But but yeah, that's my take on it. On overall, now when it comes to more of the specific parts of it, the character creation is a little bit of hit and miss. It is the system of you choose only 4 classes and then you choose a name for each character, and the I think the sad part in that is that you cannot choose the name yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the names are kind of randomly generated, and that's like the only downsides I see in it. Otherwise, I think it's kind of cool that you can customize the party to be however you want it to be. You can just go full paladin or like full warriors or only only white mages if you want to.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice touch, because then you can do some you can make a lot of like specific game runs of it, like a white mage only run or a monk only run and that kind of stuff, because the game really does provide you a lot of like
Great. I'm
utilities for like
Help.
like there are items that will help you no matter what kind of character, like no matter what kind of characters you choose, the game will always like complement the flaws of the characters by like adding items. There's always items that will help you no matter what you have. For example, if you don't have a white mage, you can just buy a bunch of Phoenix Downs or revive potions. Provider of Strength. Anyone who wanna use that one?
Yeah, I can use.
Yeah, so that we get everything we can. But yeah, so that's really nice. But other than that, it's like, why can't I just name my character Pee Pee Poo Poo? Now I see the
That's the only
reason why.
downside.
Promader of Steel, Coffer. Alex, use a Promader of Steel.
Yeah, there it is.
So
There we go.
Then we can do this. We can do this. We use this one also so that we can get more treasure chests in the next floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about the character creation. Then when it comes to the exploration parts of the game, it really it also is like it has its ups and downs on that part also, because it's like I said before about the story, the world is really interesting, and it really makes me like want to know more in some aspects, because they are not really that specific on certain parts of the story. But the only downsides I think about the exploration is that when it comes to dungeons, there is a lot of like dead ends that leads you to nowhere. Oh god, I cannot open the chest because I'm a frog. God damn it. A steel coffer.
Steel Palmer.
Okay, Mats, you can use it.
Yes.
Alright. But yeah. So the downside about the exploration is that there's a lot of dead ends, and there's a lot of like certain dungeons are really confusing. You don't really know which way is right way, and whenever you actually go the wrong, no matter if you go wrong or right, there's always these random encounters that blocks you, or it's like not blocks you, but there's always random encounters, and it just feels really slow. The exploration makes just the exploration really slow in certain parts.
Yeah, and don't forget the corridor.
Yeah,
experience.
exactly. And we have the corridor experience where it was one step was a combat encounter, and that was horrible.
But that was only one corridor in the first game. I thought there were more.
Yeah, maybe I missed some other corridors that was like that. Oh, we're in floor 10.
Boss
10
fight.
Oh,
Yes.
boss fight.
Everyone use strength and steel if you don't already have that. Yeah, we have all everything.
Okay, anything special I need to do then?
Yeah, just go up and shield bash it.
Okay.
Throw a shield at it.
Hey, yo! Look this way.
Then we just hurt it. Do the damage. But yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, there's. I really like like I said, I really like the exploration, but there's still like some parts of it that maybe not really. It really made me not want to like it that as much as I wanted to because of how it works, more or less, or because mostly because of the random encounters and because of there being a lot of dead ends. And there's like they have these big areas where you can explore, but there's like no reason for you to explore them because there's
I
like
actually leveled up.
yeah, an actual level up. Because there are no like actual reason to explore the whole map. So we always ended up like looking up a map on the internet just to see where we should continue in the game.
Yeah, and not to miss stuff as well.
Yeah, not to miss stuff because it felt such a waste of time to just guess where you're supposed to go. And I guess that's also a part of why, like, because of the old design they have, because it's kind of a short game, so they tried to lengthen the gameplay by making it in that way, which is understandable. So like
yeah, I think it's nice that they aren't that long, at least in the first game. Oh god, I need to
There's a
heal.
bomb.
Ah,
Oh, that's better.
those bombs, man, they always get us. Let's do this. Use this one. But yeah, that's like. So that kind of is that is like, it lowers the score a little bit about the gameplay, but it's still like a. I understand why they had it, and but still, it's like when they make a remake. Oh wait, which is this? Flight.
Flight.
Decrease number of enemies on the next floor. Right, we can use that.
Okay.
All right.
But what did you think about the overworld exploration?
Yeah, when it comes to the like overworld, that's why it's like a plus and a minus point, because the overworld exploration was kind of fun. It was always like something. What's now? Oh, it's a till flight. Well, we don't need that chest then. But yeah, so that's the thing. I really like the overworld exploration because, especially when you actually like you unlocked like new ways of travel all the time in the story. Like first you get your first boat, and then you get like a canoe so that you can like go in reverse, and after that you get like a flying airship that like changed the experience throughout the whole game, and it really made it refreshing in a way. It always kept like my interest in exploring more. What's always well, we don't need that one. We just make such a succubus. Oh, did we get the reveals the current floor's hidden treasure? Yeah, we get that one.
There's
Nice.
hidden treasures.
Oh, in here.
Back in here.
Is that hidden one? No.
No, it shows in the map if there is one. There's none in this floor right now. But yeah, so that's the like overall exploration. The combat is a big plus because even though it's a turn-based combat, it really had its like moments. For example, the final boss fight and stuff. It really felt like it didn't felt like, even though I mentioned this before, I'm not a big fan of turn-based combat, but the game really learned. It's like I learned how to love turn-based combat by playing this game, because like I played other turn-based combat games and
Items unavailable.
yeah. And I have like in some games I have mixed feelings, but this one really made me like realize that turn-based combat isn't really that hard, or like it's not really that difficult, or it's never difficulty, but it's kind of nice sometimes to play turn-based combat. It did get boring, however, in certain parts, especially when I had to fight a lot of like creatures, like because of the random encounters that you always get. It kind of got boring after a while. It took me like
Yeah, I think I watched your first episode.
yeah.
There was a lot of encounters.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was always some encounters, and it really like it made things a bit more repetitive when you think. But otherwise, it was like when it got challenging, it really felt like a challenge, you know. It felt like there was like a meaning to it. And because of like I said, it's an old game, and that was probably the way how they like tried to find a way to make a combat in an old, like back in the days, they didn't really know how to make good combat for these kind of games. God damn it.
Another silence?
Yeah. But yeah. Don't you have Ensuna?
Yeah, I have it. I can put it on. Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh, it didn't take away the... No, it was the item
It's
penalty.
yeah, it's
Of
the
course,
item
it doesn't
penalty.
take that away.
Oh, there's the hidden treasure.
Nice.
Uh,
Yeah, and in the original Final Fantasy, they had like the spell charges, like in D&D. So that is quite different in the remake or remaster. Like we have the now standard MP, like Meteor.
yeah, exactly.
You.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I wonder. I have played like in Final Fantasy 3. They still have the charges, and I don't know if I really like that system in Final Fantasy. But yeah,
But how do you
depends.
retrieve charges? Do you have to go to the inn?
You
and
need
sleep?
to go to an inn.
Right.
Basically, yeah, rest up the party, and like that's the
Just
only
like
way you can
D&D.
do it.
To get back spell slots.
Yeah. So it's
But
like
you don't have like tents and stuff, so you need to do that in specific places. So it's not like in D&D when you can rest if you are not in combat, and yeah, if you are in a like calm environment and have like camping sets and
Yeah.
so on.
Let's use this one.
So that's a minus, I think, like in the old ones, because it's like D&D, but it's not really, because they hadn't really implemented all those things yet.
Yeah. I still think it's kind of interesting that they actually did that kind of system, and they really replicated how it was in role-playing games.
Yeah, I
with
think
this,
like some people prefer that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But it's still like when you have these random encounters and you have to be really, oh god,
Oh.
oh shit, oh shit.
That's not good.
These bombs is a fucking plague in this dungeon. Because like I said, if we die, we have to restart from the beginning. Look away.
Don't look at it. Ah, I looked at it.
You looked at it.
I didn't.
Good luck.
Oh no.
We shall leave you there forever, stoned. You should stop. You should stop doing drugs. Okay, we should not.
Is that the moral of the story?
Yes, don't do drugs, kids.
Or your friends leave you?
Or your
Oh.
friends. You get stoned, and your friends will leave you. No,
Oh,
we
that's
should.
bad.
That's really sad. We should not bring up that in a stream. But yeah, that's pretty much. I mentioned already the random encounters. Oh yeah, and only because fuck red mage, I put a minus on red mage.
I can leave if you want. Well, I sort of made you choose that, so you should
Yeah,
have.
but-
I agree that you should have taken the black mage. It would have
Yeah.
been more fun.
Monk
I
all
think.
the way.
But
Yeah.
I still think that even though I didn't really like the red mage, I can see like the benefits of having a red mage. I just didn't
Yeah.
use the red mage in the way it should. I think. Well, I did use the red mage correctly. I think it's just that it's kind of unfortunate that it has such a low HP pool compared to
Yeah.
the others. Because that was kind of how I got fucked in the last boss.
Yeah,
more or
because
less.
he died all the time.
Yeah, because he has such a low HP, the boss could just one-shot him all the time, or not one-shot him, but like two-shot him. So I had to like keep his HP up all the time if I was gonna even have a chance of having. So it's like if you watch that last or our last stream. Oh damn! At least I
All
didn't.
them bombs.
This is good. This is why we should keep our distances sometimes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
shouldn't all go in a group, just spread out.
Yeah. Um,
Oh god, another bomb? Or what?
But he got the explosion as well, so.
damn. Let's see.
Okay, so
Yeah.
your path was a safe one.
Yeah. Oh, there's the treasure.
Don't die up there.
Don't die. But yeah, that's like. I don't have anything else except for these things when it comes to the overall gameplay. Maybe there's some other stuff that I can mention, but I don't really know anything else. I pretty much explained everything. So the overall rating for the gameplay is 7 out of 10, because even though it has its downsides, I still think it's a great gameplay experience. I think that this game is like the reason to play this game is more or less because of the gameplay. You don't play it for the story or something like that. It's more of a like, yeah. So it's a good gameplay overall. If you can really look away about like if you can ignore the fact that you get a lot of encounters, like there's a lot of combat encounters. I think it's still like a great experience, and it's a.
The hell does it mean with abilities unavailable? Oh man.
Hmm?
Oh shit!
Which
There's a lot of
ability?
abilities that went out of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't do the. Good
Wait,
thing
can
it's
we-
still active.
Wait, do we
My
have
tank
the?
stance is active.
Wait, I think we do. Doesn't we? No, we don't have that ability yet.
Okay.
Well, I lost my. Well, I didn't actually really lose that much.
Yeah.
I lost my shield stance to activate it, but it's already activated, so
Yeah.
fair enough. And this snake boy is coming.
Oh.
Oh, well, you brought a nice person.
Yes. Oh, there's a hoarded treasure here also. But yeah, so 7 out of 10. It's really good. It's not an 8, like an 8. I think like 7 is like the middle point of it being from great to. It's like if 5 is an average, like the average, then 7 is like a good average. Like
Yeah.
it's good, but not like the best thing out there. So that's why I have it on a 7, because if I
Treasure.
yeah, because if I put it on an 8, 8 is like, then it's like a really good experience. It's like, and a 9 is basically like almost perfect, and 10 is like the perfect score because of it being like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So it's a 7 because it's above average and it's a good overall experience. I think we don't need anything else. Oh shit!
Oh, no, god damn it.
Oh, every time.
Always when we go in a group.
It's like a
No even
nose.
try. Yeah.
Let's see, is there anything else? Increase the chance. Okay, no, that one we don't need to use now. It's floor 17 next. Yeah. But yeah, moving on, we got graphics. So I'm not gonna judge a graphics, or for example for this game, like there's difference.
Okay.
It's like there's a lot of difference about when you look at graphics in a game, because graphics is kind of it's really it's a big like subjective like opinion on graphics. Like I could say that I think that these graphics in this game, for example, they are good graphics. It's not the best graphics out there, but I think like the style of the game is really good and it has its charm in it. But when it comes to Final Fantasy 1, I'm gonna. So when I score graphics, I don't score them because of, ooh, it's 3D, it has really good details or anything like that. No, I'm gonna judge it by the graphic style that they have chosen for that game, because all graphics are different from each other, and you should not compare it to like because of the graphics being quote unquote bad because it's in 2D sprites or because it's hand drawn. Everything's hand drawn, because hand drawn, it has its own charm, but 3D also has its like own category of like art. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not gonna be bitching about the graphics only because it's an old game or because of its being in 2D and in sprites.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go on.
So I'm tanking as a frog.
Nice. So, what I think about the graphics is the style. I really like the style that they have in their PSP version, at least. It has its charms in it. It's like really kind of cartoony, but still it's like has this fantasy-esque tone in it. So that gives it like bonus points from my perspective, at least. But other than that, it's like there's nothing much to discuss about the overall art than that. Then it comes to the enemy designs, they are really great. Enemy designs in this game. What the
Jesus.
are really, especially the bosses has really good designs in them. It's like you can really see that the artist put through a lot effort in the designs of the enemies. Especially if when it's, I don't now remember his name, the one who did concept art for Final Fantasy. But
Final Fantasy. What's his name?
Words.
Amano.
yeah,
Yoshitaka Amano.
yeah, Amano. Like Amano's art is always great, and he really knows about, or knows, but he's really good at making good designs, in my opinion. So that's getting the art itself is getting like a really high score for me because of especially how the enemy designs are created. Because I looked at some old art, or I looked at the old graphics from the NES, and even though in the NES game, like it's like 8-bit graphics in that shit, it still looked like the enemies still looked good in pixel art, and that really it's like that really adds to the score, like really adds really great to the score. And when it comes to the world graphics, it looks like I think it has a lot to do with it being let's use this one. I think a lot has to do with it being like it looks like an RPG Maker game with the graphics, and I cannot really blame the game for that because of it, like mentioned, it's kind of old, and the way RPG Maker also has structured their art is because of Final Fantasy, I think.
Yeah, it would be inspired by that.
Yeah, so I will not complain about it looking like an RPG Maker game, but truth be told, that's what RPG Maker has been based upon. So I think it's more a plus of a minus, but it still is like on the middle side of the things, of my opinions for it. Otherwise, like I said, I really liked the world, how it looked, and all that. And I'm really surprised that they didn't go with a pixel art style with it, like with a remake on the PSP. But at the same time, I'm kind of glad that they didn't. Anyway.
Deal.
Should we
I
take
can
it?
use them. I can use them.
But yeah, that's kind of my opinion on the graphics, and that there's nothing more to say about it. It's for my opinions, like in my opinion, the graphics is a solid 8 out of 10. Because of, like I said, I don't judge the graphics I don't compare the graphics from all these AAA games where they try to make stones look as realistic as possible, because that's not how you should judge the graphics in a game.
No. I like when they try to do a different style than just ultra realistic.
Yeah, exactly, because stylish art has more value than realistic art, because sooner or later that realistic graphic is gonna look outdated if you try to make it realistic, while stylish art, like for example this game, it still look good because it is a old game. Like we could say this is an old game. It's pretty much. Hold on.
Ow.
It's still kind of like, how old is Final Fantasy 14 right now? So it's about.
Wasn't it 2011 the first iteration came out?
Yeah, exactly. So it's
I
like.
think so.
So it's like a 10-year-old game, and it still look good because they have this like this style in the art. It's still like, if you really look closer, you can see all this like these unpolished aspects.
Yeah, if you look, for example, on some gear, they can be a bit blurry and pixely sometimes.
Yeah, I have 4K resolution, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah, but it's still like in some of the designs, it's not that clear. Like for example, the older gear.
Yeah, exactly. And
you can see that.
You can see, for example, for this mushroom here, you can see it clipping through the stone and all that. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not the best game, or not the best graphics, but it's still like, to this day, it still stands to what it is. And I think it's still the same about the remake of the first Final Fantasy game in the PSP.
Yeah, and every game does not fit like the ultra realistic
Yeah.
style.
I will use the strength because I'm DPS, and my defense is still active.
My steel is still up, so
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Let's
go
go.
ahead. I'll make
Oops,
myself a
wrong one.
succubus to add some vulnerability up on it. Or vulnerability down. See how many stacks does that? Can that one have? Well, it's kind of dead soon anyway. I have 5 is the max.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah,
It worked
but-
anyway. I
yeah.
pressed the wrong button and it still worked.
Yeah.
I remember I have an interrupt.
Yeah.
Stun, no, the shield bash stuns the
I could have
monster.
also interrupted it, but yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't use it.
Yeah, I was gonna do it, but I didn't press because I have it on shift.
Yeah.
Shift 6, but I pressed the normal 6 instead.
Oh,
So I didn't. I did Spirits Within instead. I did a little bit potency of 100 and heals myself.
oh okay. All right, then we are up to floor 21 to 30. We are getting ahead.
Ooh.
We're getting our halfway point soon.
It's going great.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the graphics, an 8 out of 10. Moving on, we got the sound, and then when I talk about sound, it's everything from music to voice acting, if there are any, to the sound effects, more or less.
Well, then you need to grade your own voice acting for this game because you were voice acting.
Basically. But yeah, so
Oh,
oh yeah.
cool. My my tag stance symbol changed.
So yeah, the fuck
Oh.
off. God damn. Thanks.
Oh, it didn't work. Ah, fuck you.
I still cannot do anything. I still have a
Oh god.
Oh,
I still need another Ansuna.
What the hell? Why? Unable to use weapon skills, but
what does
is
this
that...
do? Ooh.
I can't take that away, I think.
Oh, well.
Or could I?
Yeah, every debuff that has a like blue line over it, you can use
Block
it.
incoming attacks.
Okay.
It just as soon as just takes away just one like debuff at a time. So
Yeah.
I
I didn't know that. I'm so used to like the regular Final Fantasy that like it removes all the
yeah,
debuffs.
yeah, it removes only one at a time. But anyway, so the Final Fantasy 1 sound and music, because of it and not having any voice acting, I'm not gonna rank it because of that. Let's see here. Let's use this one. What's this? Oh, that's the good thing. But yeah, so the music is really great. I really like the music. It still has... I don't know how the music is. What happened to Mats?
Well, I was just having a cat journey.
Oh, because he was standing still and was like, did you disconnect or something?
Yeah, I was worried as well.
But yeah, the music is really
I
great.
forgot. Items unavailable.
Oh, then we just use this one. And it's gone.
Whoa.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why that was the only one that wasn't.
We got
made
another
up.
one.
Oh, for God's sake!
Nice. But yeah, the music is
shit.
great. It really
Whoops.
has memorable music in it. In the first game, that is. It's so good that they basically just reusing that music in other games also, like
I did a shit.
did what?
My item menu disappeared. I accidentally crossed.
Oh,
I think
how
if
do
you
you get
press
that
C,
back?
What did you say?
C,
Press D. Okay, thank you.
yeah. But anyway, so the music is great. It has these memorable tracks that they are still using in, for example, in this game they have like remade the tracks that has been from the first game, and that really like says a lot, because if something Final Fantasy, Square Enix has this tendency of making really good music in Final Fantasy games, and that's like one of the biggest charms of Final Fantasy games, in my opinion, is the music tracks in them.
Really good.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we have Nobuo Uematsu for like many of the earlier ones.
yeah, exactly. So that the music itself really like adds a lot. And
Oh,
oh damn, no,
all the bombs.
all the bombs. It's good I'm keeping my distance. God damn it! But I turned into frog instead.
I don't think I can take that away.
No.
Nope.
No.
Like I said, if it doesn't have a blue line over it, you cannot take it away.
Yeah.
Blue line?
Yeah, you'll see if you get a debuff, it will have like a blue line on top of it.
Mhm.
And those you can end sooner.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on, the sound effects are kind of a hit or miss, in my opinion. I mean, the sound effects really do add up to the game, because sound effects always do that. But in this game, I think it's because I'm so used to Final Fantasy sound effects, it really hasn't like giving me a big impression. But I think
Yeah, it's not mind blowing.
yeah, it's not mind blowing, but I think just because of it being oh shit, you really need to be quicker with the heals when that happens.
Yeah.
This is why it's good to be classes you're not used to, because you learn
Practice.
how to. Yeah, you get to practice them. But yeah, so. But I think because of it being so iconic, I think because of it being so iconic, the sound effects in first Final Fantasy game, it really shows how well made they are. And like that itself, it really is like.
Forget now.
That
Sentient. Reduced damage taken by 30%.
so that itself really like adds a lot to the score, because even though I didn't really think that much, I think if good sound design is, if you don't think about it, then it's good sound design.
Yeah.
Because sound design is there to like enchant the experience, and if you don't really think about, like, the only time you will think about the sound quality is when it's really bad, actually, or if it's really good and you really like sit around and think about it, it really like shows how important it is. So to me, the sound is a solid 9 out of 10. I would almost say that it's a close 10 because of Amano, not Amano, but Nomura's.
Nobuo Uematsu.
Yeah, Nomura.
Uematsu.
That's it. Yeah, because of his like experience of being so good at art. Oh shit, that's a
big boy.
big boy. Because
Hey,
of
big boy.
because of his music being so freaking good, it's like there's nothing that can like fight again. There's nothing.
Oh no, two
Nothing.
of them.
There's
Oh, no.
nothing like it, more or less. This is gonna. Let's do this.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that coming. We're gonna dab. But yeah, so
Oh my lord. Well,
we just have to.
try
Deal with
to.
it.
Well, it's 3 at a time. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're a tank. You can handle it.
I just hate the turtle because I can't interrupt that shit.
But yeah, that's more. There's not much to talk about the sound more than that. Like I said, everything is really iconic, and it really shows that no matter how old the game gets, it's still gonna be really good. It's never gonna age in any way. So that's a good sign. But yeah, moving on, we got the fifth topic, which is the design of the game, of the first game. And we're gonna start off about the world design. So I kind of already touched this topic already, but the world design is kind of the overworld design is really good because it never felt like I was lost in any way while I tried to explore the overworld. And I really liked the way how it like portrayed, like when we were in the Matoya's cave and we found out how, or I found out how to open the map, more or less.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice touch, I think.
and I also think like they are purposely leading you on where you're supposed to go all the time, even if you don't notice. So that's kind of good game design, I
God
think.
damn it.
Yeah.
Ribbit. Yeah. Oh. You just
Nice.
accidentally
No.
stood that at the.
Pomader of Lust.
Yeah, we need that.
Lovely. What do I do when my gauge is full?
Your gauge is full. You use the ability that glows or whatever.
This thing?
Yeah. It gives you.
Oh.
It blocks attacks for 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's really short, but no.
Yeah. Always use it when your gauge is full, more or less. But yeah, so the world design, like we mentioned, you kind of never get lost. They always made so that you. Oh fuck!
Well, I didn't take damage this time.
Nope. But yeah, so that's like the overworld. The overworld design is great. Well, we mentioned about the dungeon design. It's like I said, sometimes it's really confusing, and there's a lot of things that shouldn't been there from the like. There's a lot of unnecessary aspects of it that makes it kind of like boring, or it just ended up being something that really didn't be there. Damn it.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Just don't tight.
But yeah, otherwise I think it's really good design. The design is really easy to understand in the game. It's like you pick up the game, you know from the start what to do.
42 already. God damn.
I think that's really like it adds up to the like the onboarding of the game is really easy. It's like you know what to. It's like you pick up the game and you already know what you're supposed to do, more or less. And there
Oh
are,
shit.
oh,
Yeah, I made a big big mistake here.
so that's like the overworld. Oh no.
Oh. Fun getting knocked away.
But yeah, other than that, the UI is is kind of a hit or a miss, because the overall item UI could have been better, in my opinion. There are things like they could have added like icons for the items to easier navigation. And because of it being a remake, they could have just taken the time to actually add more, like all this extra stuff. For example, having like these icons on how the items actually look, like having some graphics for it. Sure, it would probably take a lot of time for them to implement, like to create like all art for it, every art for it, but I think that it still could have been done and added more to the value of the design and the art. That's kind of like my opinion on it. And like I mentioned before, way too much encounters on the way too many encounters on the overworld, or just in the game
In general.
Oh shit.
Need to be quick with the heals.
Yeah. I was not ready.
But yeah, I don't think there's a lot to talk about the design. I mean, there is a lot of talk about the design, but it's like there's nothing I can like come up with right now that I really want to talk about, that felt like something that's worth talking about, except that there is these kind of negative parts. Of course, there are positive parts also that we mentioned. But yeah, that's my thoughts about the design. So the overall rating for the design is it's a straight 5 out of 10. It's an average, because
Yep.
like I mentioned, there's a lot of repetitive elements. The UI itself could have been better, and the user experience, like the good parts of the game is the user experience, because you really learn really quickly how to play because of how simple it is. But there are still some things that could have been improved on. So it's an average score of 5, in my opinion. And then we are now down to the last score, which is the difficulty of the game. And this one is also kind of hard for me to find a score for, or it was kind of hard because it was kind of average at most to find out to certain parts. For example, the difficulty scaling itself was kind of weird, because when you were fighting enemies, the normal enemies were really easy to fight, while there were also some parts about, like, the bosses were really hard, or not really hard, but I think that when it comes to the bosses, the boss fights were really great, because they had this challenge to them, and it really felt like a boss fight, more or less. It felt like there was like it felt like challenge, more or less, with a boss fight, which it should be. It's better if you just use
You were
normal.
not in range.
Yeah, it's easier if you just use normal cure, because
Yeah.
it uses less mana also.
So not Cure 2?
Not
Or
Cure, not
does it
Cure
matter?
2. Cure 2 only use it when it becomes highlighted.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, this.
Because Cure 2 uses too much mana, and you save more mana if you
Take
just
all
use
damage
normal
instead of
Cure.
for another. Oh. I could take all your damage on myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so. But yeah, so the difficulty, like I said, it's some parts were easier than other. Sometimes it was just tedious to do some battles. But overall, I think it was still like it was a great experience with the difficulty because what, Serenity, which one was that?
Serenity.
Oh, that one. But there is no enchant. But we don't want. Okay, we don't take that one then.
Oh yeah, that's the one that
Yeah, that removes.
that. All enchantments.
Oh, okay. That went well.
Yeah. I'm using all the big damage. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about the difficulty because, like I said, it was kind of mixed.
Another steel one.
Well, we'll use if you want to. But yeah, so the
Oh, another one.
Watch out, there's an owl behind you.
oh
Hey, big owl, ugly owl.
Oh,
god damn it.
Yeah, look at me.
Well,
Why is it go? You guys alright?
no.
Yeah,
Yes, I
not
mean
really.
yes.
We're sleeping.
Yeah, I'm just soloing this shit.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know what else to do. Like I said, the final boss was a really like that really broke me in a lot of way because of first thing first because of my red mage being trash with HP. It really added more to the difficulty because there was no way for me to keep up his HP.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think like difficulty with the difficulty on the way, like it has its easier part, and then you have this harder part. I think it has its good. It's a kind of good balance, but it still makes it like there were sprint disabled. Okay, I don't care. We
Yeah,
have
it's
this.
just
Oh.
a sprint thing.
Oh, it also counts that thing.
Oh,
Oh well, it doesn't matter actually.
wait, what? Most spins increase ends upon. But it activated.
Yeah, but it's not. Oh yeah, it is activated. Oh,
Yeah,
we don't need sprint.
it's just a normal sprint. That's just
Yeah.
nah.
But yeah, overall, my final score for the difficulty of the game is a 7 out of 10. Oh god damn it. Fucking sleep.
Again.
It's
You
that
get to
owl.
solo again.
Yes. Oh yeah. We get the XP without doing anything.
Fine, this is going great. I'm not even losing health. Plus, I can heal myself if something's wrong.
There's another owl.
The paladin is actually pretty fun.
So what is the verdict?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, now I get
Yeah,
Now you have
everyone
time
goes-
everyone.
to-
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so the final verdict for the what happened there? Oh. So the final verdict for this difficulty in Final Fantasy the first Final Fantasy game is a 7 out of 10 because I still think it's a good difficulty scale. It has good difficulty scaling, but at the same time it could have been better. I think if the count, like I said, like I complained a lot about this game, is the like amount of encounters you get. If they really scaled it down a little bit more and you didn't get over leveled so easily, it could have gotten a better score. But at the same time, I think that because of it being easy to level up, you don't never feel like you get this difficulty spike where you get stuck on a boss because you need to grind more to get more XP. So that's kind of great that there was never like that kind of moment where it felt like I had to grind a lot and be behind in levels. But yeah, that's the score for the difficulty. So now if we look up all the scores, we got story a 6 out of 10, gameplay 7 out of 10, graphics 8 out of 10, sound 9 out of 10, design / user experience is 5 out of 10, and then difficulty a 7 out of 10. And with all of these scores combined, so I actually did some actual like system for this. So I added up all the scores, and then I divided them by 6 because there are 6 scores. So I took like the average score of everything. So the final score for Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy game, in my opinion, is 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
More or less.
Sounds reasonable. Oh
Yeah.
no, I have a cat on a paper bag.
Haha. But yeah, so it was overall a good game. Maybe not the best game out there, but it's still like, because of it, and I think a lot of it is because of its age. Yeah, that was my really long review. That was pretty much 1 hour and
120.
120. Well, we could blame a lot of
Oh,
sidetracking.
shit. Secret out.
Yeah, but like it's a good score. 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
like,
7
you
out of 10
seem
is
to
still-
enjoy
And
it,
you guys
so-
are sleeping again.
Yes,
Yeah,
because of
of
that
course.
owl. Can I not? No.
Oh no, another owl is coming.
Let's see if I can. Oh shit.
Oh
Ow.
no! We need a shit counter on the video
Oh,
later.
now I'm sleeping. Right after the fight.
But yeah. Oh yeah, we got this one. Oh shit, this is the last floor also. For DC at least.
Do you hear the paper bag in the
No,
background?
I don't hear
No.
it.
Okay,
at
good. Because I'm bothered by it, but okay. If no one else hears it.
Oh jeez.
all. Oh shit, they're after me. Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Stop walk.
Bust that.
It's okay.
Where are you?
Oh god! No!
It's okay. It's okay. Just do AoEs. Just do
I'm
AoEs.
doing AoEs. I'm doing AoEs. But they're also doing AoEs. It's fine. I already have. I have all of their aggro.
Yeah. What's this? Another purity. Removes pox status. Okay.
See,
Alright.
we made it.
Yeah.
And there's a hidden one here.
Alright. Now we can move on to the 13th floor. Oh, there was on those.
Boss fight.
Alright. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy 1 for my opinion, in my view.
From your perspective.
from my perspective. Use all of steel and strength. If,
Let's see.
Ah, shit,
Strength.
what happened?
Oh.
Fucking Apple software
oh,
opened up.
great timing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's nothing else we can use. No, I don't think so. Alright, you can pull the boss.
Nope, wrong button.
But yeah, so what do you guys think? I know Mats has played for 1, so you probably have your opinion also to the game.
Yeah, I think I thought it was really good when I played it because it took a while until I finally decided to play it and get it on PSP. So I thought it was a really fun game overall. But like
Don't
you
stand in fire.
say, the enemy encounter could be a bit much sometimes. But right now, I'm playing through Final Fantasy IV again,
What are we
and
doing?
I think it's worse sometimes. In the fourth
Oh.
one. Oh no, I'm feared.
Yes.
Fine, it's fine. Don't panic. That's the worst thing you can do.
Yep.
And another thing I was like, I agree with basically everything you said about the game, but I was thinking about the amount of money you get in the game. Like you get a ridiculous amount of gil in that game, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
really like it makes you able to buy like 99 potions. Like you can have that all the time if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look.
it's like
That's interesting.
it's
I
like
don't know why it's like that.
yeah, I think it's like money becomes obsolete after getting to the
Hold
end
on,
game.
I'm just gonna fix my abilities here.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it when it auto adds and it's a different order than I want it to. I want my AoEs to be in all 3 AoEs to be in a row.
But yeah, I think it's a lot of like the like money becoming obsolete. I think it's kind of expected nowadays in RPGs that you're sooner or later you're gonna get so much money that you can basically just buy anything. That
Yeah,
is
and
kind of
we didn't need to grind as well to get that much money.
yeah, exactly. I think it's a good thing because you don't get stuck in any way when it's like
Yeah.
that. I don't think we gone beyond this floor. I think
No, we only
And-
gone to level 30.
yeah, this is so
Level 30.
this is like
30.
new
Maybe a
ground.
cutscene.
Yeah, this
So-
is new grounds for us. Most likely.
The
But
hell
yeah.
does this do? Hollow ground. Render your impervious to most attacks. Oh,
Let's use this one so that we see all the traps. Because we ain't fucking with the traps. But so yeah. Now, with our special guest Alex, how I don't know. You have probably not played the first Final Fantasy game, but
No. I just
Except-
watched you play.
yeah, exactly. You'll watch me play it on the streams. Is there like you played a lot of games, and maybe Final Fantasy games is not something that you play, but
Not that much. I'm gonna try to get more into it.
yeah, because I think isn't like 14 like basically the only Final Fantasy game you played so far, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I'm heavily into MMOs.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Yeah.
really you're crack cocaine addict on MMOs.
Yeah, too many to have counts on.
Yeah.
That's
like
a trap.
like personally, I think 14 is like the only MMO that I actually really like. Except, well, Guild Wars 2 is kind of fun also, but except for that, I think. I mean, World of Warcraft has also been kind of fun in its own ways.
Shadowlands is kind of cool.
Yeah, I haven't
Right
touched
now.
Shadowlands
Story is
yet.
actually pretty interesting, and
Yeah, now we're getting a Burning Crusade Classic, so that's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they
I think
announced that.
maybe I will pick that up. I don't know.
Yeah, I know I wanna pick that up because, or I said the same thing about Classic, but I never get Classic.
I picked up
haven't.
Classic, but I didn't play that much. But I still tried
Me
it.
neither. I just got to level 10, I think,
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it?
on 5 different characters.
Yeah, I mean, is it? Will they do so that you can like carry over characters from? Wait, which?
From Classic?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they said during BlizzCon. I don't know. But like that's basically when I started playing World of Warcraft during Burning Crusade and
Yeah.
Wrath of the Lich King. So
I started during the vanilla times on my friend's
Yeah.
account, but then my own account I started in Wrath of the Lich King.
Yeah. It's like people.
I think as long as they don't go to Cataclysm, I'm fine.
Yeah. I think I really want to play WoW from like the Lich King era because, oh shit.
Forgot to have guard break on. Sorry. I mean tanks nest. Guard break.
Watch out.
I've been playing so much For Honor.
Mhm.
Start to call things guard break.
by the way, how should I use Medica 2?
Is it the AoE?
Yeah.
I'm not that sure about that one. I haven't played healer
The
that much.
cost is
My highest healer is
only
30.
300 more from the regular Medica, so I guess I could use.
Fortune, which what's
Fortune.
that one? Well, it's in the well, we are kind of done with this floor. Oh, we can use it still.
Fortune now smiles upon you, possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's fun. I would actually like to try out Final Fantasy 11 sometimes, just to try it. It would be.
Yeah, I
fun.
think someday, if that day will ever happen, when they make the game not a subscription-based game, when you can just get like buy it and play it, that's like the time I'm gonna play that game. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen because it still has its active active players and all of that.
Yeah, and it's a bit much to have like usually more than one subscription to an MMO can be like a bit much. Yeah, I was. That's why I phrased it differently.
I just have 3 subscriptions going on.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Yeah.
Because I had to get for Elder Scrolls. It's not. See, you play it for free, but I got the membership thing.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but it helps you with your inventory space so much. Because you get a separate slot for all your materials. Because otherwise you fill your inventory so fast.
Yeah.
Armor we have here.
Wait, Promoter of Serenity. Oh, is that one? Yeah, we don't need that right now.
Ignore that one.
And if we're gonna talk about state of play, like we planned, or can we?
Oh yeah, this is kind of old news because it was like last week, but there was like
we
Ah,
didn't
God.
didn't have a episode last week, so
yeah. but there's like state of play news on the PlayStation.
I missed it.
Yeah, kind of. But I don't think it has that much. Like
It was there in the 25th, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
but neither
What
of
day is
you
that? Is it,
like they announced that it was 25th of February, but they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, and neither of you have played the remake yet, right?
yeah, no,
No. Yeah, it's like I don't know if there's that much to talk about because it's like extra chapters to the game basically
yeah,
and DLC.
Yeah.
But I know you wanted to mention what came out like after State of Play, the Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis mobile game announcement.
yeah. It was like they released a bunch of like announcements for the seven for Final Fantasy 7. First, I think it's kind of funny that they kind of make a remake out of the remake with a
Yeah, and they
with a-
have the remake models in the mobile game when you fight.
yeah, exactly.
So that's really interesting.
That's
I
really
was like,
interesting. Yeah, I think it's kind of like it feels like they had this cow named Final Fantasy 7, and they realized, oh god, this cow makes really good milk, doesn't it? Let's milk let's milk it out some more. And then they get out, and then they milk it too much, and it's like I'm all out of milk. Please stop. And they're like, no, you give us money, give us more.
yeah, it's so weird that they start another episodic game when they haven't even finished Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, exactly.
don't
I think it's
understand that, but it's probably a different team. It's probably not the same team, but
yeah.
And then we also had the what is it called? Like the Final Fantasy VII First Soldier.
Oh yeah, was it the Battle Royale game, or what was it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was funny that but first they announced the like Final Fantasy 7 mobile remake thing, and there was a YouTuber who was like, "But oh damn, there's so much lore in Final Fantasy 7. They probably gonna have to make a battle royale in order to fill out all the all the whole story." And 3 minutes later, they announced the battle royale, and he was like, "Well, I told you so."
yeah, but are they still popular, Battle Royales?
Yeah,
Or
they're
have
still.
I?
I mean, oh shit.
Oh,
Ow.
I have not really been up to date with Battle Royale games because I have never really wanted to play them.
The only battle royale I think I played is Warzone, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I haven't
I'm not-
played it. I tried PUBG, but
Yeah, I'm not.
Fortnite I tried one match and didn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, I never played a battle royale, and that's because I don't really like the concept of those kind of games. It's not really my type of game to begin with, so I'm not gonna bother with.
Yeah, it's a battle royale is fun to play with friends just to dick around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, with that, I'm like, I'm not that much. It has these PvP elements that I don't really like about in the PvP game. It's like a free for all, and
Yeah.
once you die, it's like, well, you have no reason to stay in the lobby after you died, more or less,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
because there's no respawn.
That's why in Warzone we played a thing called Plunder.
Yeah,
In that you get to respawn at least.
yeah.
So the only thing you're fighting for is the team who has the most money.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds way more fun because
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. Which we tried the original one, the one that's more like your classic battle royale.
Yeah.
But you can get yourself back if you win in the gulag.
Gulag.
Yeah, but it's I'm not really good at it, and if I lose that, I don't get to come back. I have to just hope for my teammates to have enough money to buy me back.
It's that kind of
Yeah.
kind of
At
mechanics.
least that's a bit more interesting than just a regular you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still like the plunder more.
Mm.
It's a lot more fun to just come back whenever you want.
Yeah.
But it could, I guess they are making that in order to get more people into Final Fantasy VII in some way.
Wait, from out of sight. Oh, well, we kind of done with this floor anyway.
But it's interesting. I don't know. It's probably not gonna have a lot to do with the story. I wouldn't think so. Even if it's called the First Soldier, I didn't see like Sephiroth or anyone, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, I think it's great that there is like this competition in battle royale games, because even though it feels like it's died out, it's still really popular because there are people playing it still. I mean, we see Fortnite is still booming in sales and all that.
Yeah.
So I think yes, it's great that there's more competition, and also there's more variation to choose from, because and it also like it opens up to more people to try out those kind of games, because who knows, maybe I will try out the Final Fantasy like battle royale game, but only because it's a Final Fantasy battle royale, and we don't know how different it will be from
From a regular, like the regular model.
yeah. Because, like I said, the one thing that makes me not want to play it is because of there's no like respawn, so you cannot really like come back in any way. I think like
Yeah.
but it's like if you look at games like Fall Guys, it's kind of like a battle royale, but it's still like it's not like you're like fighting against the arena with other people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Other people that can push you off.
Yeah, the other people can still like push you off and that, but it still like makes it more like it's a more fun experience, because because I know I will feel frustrated if someone comes up and like kills me from behind when I'm not seeing anyone or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like I know it's gonna. It's like that's the thing I see. I see battle royale games, and the first thing I'm gonna see is like, oh, I'm gonna be really frustrated when I die in that game. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's no treasures in this floor. God damn it.
And it's interesting with the like integrate update to the remake. It's only going to be on PlayStation 5, so you won't be able to get the like new chapters in the PS4 version of the game.
Yeah.
So people have complained about that a lot
Oh, what's this?
recently.
Enemy movement speed is increased. Enemy also deals more damage by taking less. How about no?
Yeah, but I think most of that criticism right now is due to the problems with getting a PS5 right now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Because you can't really get it anywhere. But hopefully, I'm trying to get a hold of one before integrate.
YouTubers have multiple fucking PS5s.
I'm gonna break into it. Not really, but like it's so hard. Right now, they're not even in stock at all.
Yeah.
Because they so many people have pre-ordered, so they don't even let new people pre-order because they
Yeah.
haven't given them out to everyone yet here in Sweden.
Yeah, exactly. Sweden has this kind of weird system where you can like pre-order things 5 years before it even gets released, or even if it's still like, even if it's slowly like just like a myth, or like it's a what is rage?
Yeah, when it's barely announced, you can pre-order it.
Yeah,
The hell's the witching one? Transform
Which
all
one?
target within range into frog, imp or chicken.
yeah, that we can use if the enemies are getting hard.
So we should just so we just ignore the chest.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I also think that by them only putting the upgraded version on PS5, like with the DLC story and all that, it's only going to be on PS5 from now on, all the upcoming parts. It
yeah,
seems logical. I don't know. And that has also made people angry because they want to play every part on the PS4.
yeah,
But that's the trouble with a multi-part game. If it takes a long time between the parts because they need to move on to another console eventually.
yeah. I mean, they worked on 7, their 7 remake for so long. It's like it's not even surprising that it's getting like they had delays on it probably also because of the overscoping that they done, and
Yeah,
we have like the Square Enix has been really slow with their games on the recent games. For example, like Kingdom Hearts 3 took like forever. It took basically the whole PlayStation 4's lifespan before they even released it, almost.
yeah. I mean the last main, like they released a lot of games for the Kingdom Hearts series, but Kingdom Hearts 2 came out on the PS2, so it was like almost 2 console cycles or generations before it came back
Yeah,
in that sense.
yeah, exactly. I think it's. Wait, how do I do? Oh,
Oh, you found your AoE.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah. I'm trying to remember what we talked about. I got distracted, but oh shit, the mimic.
yeah, but having multiple parts, Square Enix games, all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
how slow they are to release games.
yeah. I mean, a lot of it has to do with like with the direction of the game and how they scope they scope it. Because truth be told, when it comes to the Final Fantasy VII remake, they could have just make the game how it was on the original game, is with better graphics and maybe some like tweaks here and there. That's all they could have done. They needed to do.
Yeah,
But they didn't. They actually went all out and actually made like a whole new combat system and everything. And even though I think they did that because of 7 being like the most like popular, maybe not popular. Well, it's the most known Final Fantasy game because it has made such a big impact.
yeah, on like a lot of gamers, even those that do not really play Final Fantasy games rigorously, like all the time.
Yeah.
They talk about Final Fantasy VII as a really impactful game.
Yeah, exactly. It's the Lost. We don't care about that. Yeah, so it has this big impact on like the game, on both the like gaming community and industry probably also. Maybe not the industry. That's going a bit too far, but it's just it has this big impact. So it's like that's why they're kind of like trying to milk it a bit more because of its popularity and because people. Oh shit. Because people don't know about it.
Floating chest.
Yep. Well, you didn't need to use Medica. Where's my Enzuna?
You don't get one. Oh, now I see the blue lines.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's really why they really, because they see it, because I know a lot of Final Fantasy fans, like the bigger fans at least, never says that 7 is their favorite game, which is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, that was the one we didn't need. Which is kind of interesting because a lot of Final Fantasy fans says that like 6 or 9 is the best, like better.
Yeah,
Final
6
Fantasy.
and 9 are really talked about a lot as the favorite entry.
Yeah, but not 7 for some reason. But I think it's because 7 is the most known from all of the Final Fantasy game, and that's because that one is the one that's more louder than the other. Because I never see people talk about 9 or 7 or 9 or 6. I mean.
Yeah, like regular gamers.
Yeah, and there's like, it's really rare to even hear people talk about them. So it's kind of interesting how, because to me it would make more sense if they made remakes on the more favorite, like the favored games. But at the same time, I guess because of that, because of 7 being so more popular, because it is more popular, it makes more open for more audiences, and they know that one will sell because of its popularity.
Yeah, but it's still weird that Final Fantasy VI hasn't really gotten any love almost for many years. They made like a phone like remake or remaster of that game,
Yeah.
but it wasn't really that good in that like with the graphics and UI and all that.
Heal.
Oh,
You have a dot heal also, so you don't have to heal as often.
oh.
You should have it in this.
Fight. One mob just standing and looked out the other side.
You should have. Oh, I think it's region. Its name. If you use,
I don't have that yet.
you should have that. You should have it in early.
57. You should have it.
I don't have it, but that's because I'm not a white mage.
Oh yeah, that's maybe why.
But it's okay. We are getting.
Yeah,
We're getting there.
we're getting, what are we? 38, are we? So we're getting. Oh, I got drill. What does? Let's see. Okay.
38. 2 more and then. Soon
Yeah,
another
that
boss.
should be like the last thing we do on this stream.
Yeah. Let's see here. There's a treasure. Let's.
I hope at least. Yeah, are we going to the next floor?
Yeah.
Oh, landmine.
And everybody's doing it.
Almost, almost lost my cool there.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
I at least hope Final Fantasy 16 is good and that it doesn't get any problems with the development.
Yeah, but it's like the director for that's in this game, Yoshi P. That's what he's called.
Yeah.
He's really good in about. He really knows what he's doing, I think,
Yeah,
because
he can lead the projects
yeah,
quite well.
yeah, he can lead projects really well because he knows how to scope a game really well.
We are
It's
not biased, by the way.
yeah, we're not biased in any way, but I mean, it really shows because I mean, he's worked on like this game, or he's working on this game as a producer, and being a producer in an MMO isn't that easy because you really have to make sure that the team is keeping track on, is being on time with the schedules, because you have to upload or you have to put up content quite frequently. I think they're keeping what is it? Maybe like 3 or 4 patches? No, it's like 2. Well, it's like they release an expansion every every other year. They have like a 2-year gap for each expansion, and even if there's been like these corona times and all that, they still kept like the 2-year spans. They had like was it 1 month? No, yeah, 1 month delay on one patch because of corona. But other than that, they really kept up the like project times that they set out, and that really shows how well he knows about his team and how much time they can put out content, like how much content they can put up within the
Yeah,
schedule.
and how fast they can work.
Yeah. I think, like, I haven't seen this man work in any way, but it's still, like, it really shows his, like... Oh, there was a...
Oh.
Or was it a false one? Oh, shit.
Oh god.
Oh, no. I shouldn't
It's
have
fine.
opened.
Are you sure?
It's fine. Trust me.
Just 10 seconds left. Oh no,
Come
no
on.
you don't. Death trap. Alright, now you're dead.
Oh.
And he spawned his friend.
Yep. Let's see. 59. Alright, let's get to the final floor. Or
To
the
boss.
14th floor. 40th floor. How do you
Boss
say it?
Or 40th floor.
40th floor, not 14th. That's lower.
14th floor.
14th.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, then we have to
lower.
go way back.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Let's see. I'll use a
It's-
1 strength. You use. Alex
A
used the steel.
steel.
Oh.
I said Alex should have used a steel.
Oh.
But because we
Oops.
only had 1. Well, Alex takes the strength, other strength then.
right.
Do we have anything else that we can use?
The hell is this thing do? Clemency restores target's HP. Oh,
I wonder
I
if
was
this
self-heal.
works.
I found the self-heal thing.
Nope, it doesn't work.
Shape altering? What?
I got the 50% XP, 50% HP heal now. Self-heal.
Alright.
I think we can do this.
Yeah. Alright, let's try it. I'm gonna try this rage. Oh, damn. Oh, it doesn't do any debuffs.
Oh, he puts a puddle there.
Deals damage. Okay, it just does damage. No, I don't know.
Stop making puddles everywhere.
I'll become a succubus instead. It does vulnerability.
Oh. It's a mob here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please take it out.
AoE.
Good. Oh no, what is he doing now? Fuck off.
Oh, god damn it.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Let's see how this fare.
Don't worry, I got self-heal.
Yeah, we will do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Into
did.
deep 4.
We did it. We cleared floor 40.
The longest we come so far.
Yeah, now it's just 10 more floors and we basically completed the content.
Cool.
Oh, damn.
I'm 33 paladin now too.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should end the episode right here. Thank you all for who's tuned in and watched the stream. For those watching on YouTube, I hope you had a nice time while watching us do this kind of content. Please leave. If you're interested in us trying to reach like higher floors, like trying to actually complete up to reach floor 200, which is kind
Oh
of
my god.
it is a big goal, but I think that's something that could be interesting. I think it's interesting to try to
Yeah, seems to go fine so far. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I will be a white mage for the later floors, I promise.
yeah, I think
yeah, that would help. Yes.
yeah, I think we maybe will, if we get another person that can join. I think it's good if we have like a constant like 4 players trying to because then we have more chances, higher chances to complete it. Because everything beyond floor 100 and beyond is more or less like almost savage raid content almost.
Yeah.
Or maybe expert content or extreme content, I mean. But let us know.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, but let us know if you want to see more of this. We are gonna next week probably go on and start a new journey on a new game. But if this is interesting to you, we could continue with this. Maybe we'll have like off podcast streams on this. Maybe what days when we have more time, like more than 2 hours, we probably will just stream it just for like fun and not have this podcast structure and more or less just having just gaming sessions on it.
Yeah.
But we'll see about that. So, but anyway, stay tuned for next week's episode. We're gonna see what the next game will be.
Yeah, and we also need to thank our first ever guest on the podcast.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Alex, for being here, our first guest. You should feel honored after we get that 1 million subscribers that we never got.
Yeah.
High hopes.
Yeah, that's really high hopes. That never gonna happen. But yeah, so anyway, if everyone have a nice evening for those watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't to see more news and content when we are releasing streams and when we are releasing episodes. Subscribe in our YouTube channel. Subscribe in our Twitch if you haven't. I'm really sounding like I'm a salesman right now. But yeah, have a nice evening. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.